Okay, so we're down to our last, and I'm going to count how many questions we've gotten through. Bruce, this is a heads up. Get yourself ready for this next round of questions. And this final round, you can, as editors, you can ask an individual the question, right? You can name them, you can ask them, and you can also ask a follow-up. And so what we'll do is, again, Bruce, you're first, then Dave, then Emma. And I will do the last question, and we'll wrap ourselves up. Bruce.
Okay. Why should we vote for you?
You're asking everybody the question, right?
Yes.
Okay. Teresa, let's start you and we'll just go down.
I will represent the residents, and I'll be the voice for the residents. I want to bring back the respect that I've seen escape in council meetings and in the process of developing our town of late. I am a very creative person, so there's the saying of thinking outside the box. I go beyond thinking outside the box. If we need to come up with a solution for a problem, I actually spend a lot of time trying to figure out the best solution for it. I am resourceful. I know how to ask people for help when I need it, and I think I'm really good at working as a team. I've been involved in my neighborhood group and other neighborhood groups for the past 12 years. I served on the DBC. I have an understanding of what's happening in the city and with staff, so I think I'd be a good candidate.
Like many of you, I've either attended or watched online almost every city council meeting in the last 4 years and all of the planning commission meetings, both when I was on the DBC and then for the last year and a half as I've served on that planning commission. And the overwhelming number of issues that come before the city council either have to do with allocation of finances for infrastructure or land use. So I've spent the last 4 years deeply immersed in land use issues in the city. I mentioned earlier about the general plan, and I think that my background in land use, as well as the experience I've had being both a manager in the public sector, working as a consultant in both public and private sector on trying to help organizations work more effectively together, my experience as a small business owner so that I have a real understanding of the business issues in town, all make me highly qualified to start working on the issues in this city the day that I'm sworn in. Thank you.
I'd love you to vote for me. It's even more important to vote no on Measure C than to vote for me. The reason to vote for me is essentially I got 12 years of experience on city council. I have 2 years on the planning commission. I'm a middle of the roader. I'm not I'm not an extremist in any way. I'm not pro-development. I'm not anti-development. I'm for what's good for Los Altos, to keep our charm, but to make it more viable longer term. And that's why I'd like you to vote for me. Thank you.
The reason I'd love to have you vote for me is because I'm 100% committed to Los Altos. I have a micro focus on this community. I also have no special interests. So if it's something that's good for the community, then I'm going to be behind it. Fenced-in dog park, great. I don't own a dog. Skateboard park, great. I don't ride a skateboard. Seeing our businesses thrive, great. I don't own a business, but I'm a member of Chamber and Lava, and I'm very concerned, and I want to see our businesses thrive. Youth and teens, well, obviously I'm not a teenager, but I do have one at home. So I do want to see our community engage and provide an engaging and interesting environment for our teens. So thank you. Again, I have no special interest. I'm 100% devoted to this community. Thank you.
So I respectfully ask for your vote. I lost by 6 votes 2 years ago, so I know every vote matters. And so this is why I would want each and every one of you to vote for me. It's based on my experience and demonstrated leadership style. As I mentioned, I've talked with many electeds, including several former Los Altos mayors. And when they talk about what makes a council member effective, it's having the combined experiences and leadership style that I would bring to council. I also care about the community. I'm raising my young family here. I'm committed to this community. I'll be here for a very long time. And so I look forward to bringing my experience, leadership style, and passion for these issues to council, and the voice and perspective of the mom of a young family. I'm also an attorney, and as I said earlier, it's a legislative body where a lot of what council does is review and approve local laws. So my commitment would be I will respect all voices, I'll make the tough choices, because I really believe we're a better, stronger community if we move forward together.